Welcome, dear wisdom seekers. You're here for whatever nugget I have for you today. I wonder what that could be. So we were talking about wholeness, and we've come to the realization that every part of a system, no matter how small or seemingly insignificant, is essential to the integrity and functioning of the whole. And from a systemic perspective, wholeness is the understanding that we are all interconnected and that our well-being is intrinsically linked to the well-being of the larger system that we are all part of. So today I want to ask a question, and it's a question that used to be my question, and sometimes it still picks up, and then I have to also look at myself. But it's a question that many of my clients struggle with. And when you hear this question, I'm sure you have like, that might sound true for you. So here's the question. What does this wholeness, being part of a system that is whole, mean to my life where I don't feel valued, I don't feel understood, heard, or seen? What does all this mean to me? So stay focused. The concept of wholeness from a systemic perspective emphasizes that every part of a system is essential to its overall integrity and functioning. I've explained to you the part of the puzzle where the single puzzle piece goes missing. Then that part is seen. How many funerals have you attended? Hopefully not many, where there is such great stuff spoken about the person who passed over, and yet in their life, that person, they didn't feel valued, they didn't feel seen, they didn't feel understood. But yet, all of a sudden, that puzzle piece has gone missing and something has come into awareness. So I want you to understand that especially when you feel undervalued, misunderstood, unheard, or unseen, you need to look at, who am I in this systemic wholeness that I am part of? I've had a client who said to me, Sonia, I am not part of this planet Earth. I am not. I promise you I'm not part of this planet Earth. Really? You're sitting right in front of me as a breathing, living human being, and you're not part of this planet Earth? Not possible. Okay. But you feel so undervalued, you feel so misunderstood, that is how you feel right now. So the first step is to recognize your intrinsic value, even if others don't seem to value or acknowledge you. The systemic wholeness suggests that your presence and contribution are inherently valuable. Your role and actions, no matter how small they may seem, are crucial to the larger system. You are part of it, whether it's your family, workplace, or community. And here we feel completely, I don't feel heard, valued, or understood. You are part of the system. And you are interconnected in your system. your well-being is linked to the well-being of the larger system. I'm currently working with a client who feels completely excluded by her system. And in her mind, rightly so, her perspective, rightly so, she sees no value of herself in her family system. And the family system, I know, because of the things that are said in the background, want to connect back. And there is this discord. And I don't know if you know, but every time when there is this discord, there is like, you can't, there is that interconnectedness. And this discord in between creates an entanglement that we can't get out of. So now it is up to you. You need to take steps for you to nurture yourself. If you want to positively impact the entire system, you can let go of yourself and say, nobody loves me. Or you can say, hang on, if I am part of a system, even if I don't see myself as valuable in my family system, I am part of a greater consciousness system. We all are. Every human body that is part of this planet Earth or lives on this planet Earth, whether in the past, whether into the future, we are all part of a greater system. And it's up to you to acknowledge your systemic wholeness. It's up to you to create the wholeness that you would want for yourself. And it's your role and your actions, no matter how small they may be, that are crucial to the larger system you are part of, whether it's your family, workplace, or community. So I encourage you to take steps to nurture yourself, because you nurturing yourself firstly creates a positive impact for you. You nurturing yourself means I value myself. No matter if anybody else values me or not, I value myself. And if you positively value yourself, it does have an impact on people around you. When they see you, they see, oh, he or she takes care of themselves, and it leaves an image, it leaves a positive vibration. If you neglect yourself and your needs, that also has ripple effects to people and environments around you. So I want you to start understanding this interconnectedness. I want you to inspire you to prioritize yourself with self-care. I want you to look at how keeping your environment valuable for you. Doesn't have to be for anybody else. I always have a big giggle with myself. Keep my house tidy, but the moment it's untidy, I get visitors. How's that? Just how it is. But I know that I prioritize myself. I keep my environment clean. And I feel supported in my environment that I appreciate. So it starts with you. And I want you to understand that when you keep yourself and your environment in balance, as I say, I always get visitors. When something's lying on the table that shouldn't be lying there, it irritates me. I live a life. There's a balance. Systemic wholeness also involves a greater balance. If you feel overlooked, it might be a signal that certain dynamics in your environment are out of balance. I want you to hear this. It is not about you. I'm going to repeat it. When you feel overlooked and you feel neglected, it is not about you. You are making it about you. I know, I'm hearing it. Be gentle with me. I will explain. It is about the system that is out of balance around you. When one person in a family is neglected, feels neglected, it is the system that is responsible for that neglect. You, in your feelings of neglectedness, are just showing up the imbalance in the system. Yes, I want you to get that. It is not personal. You are just, let me call it the scapegoat for the imbalance in the system. This is big. It was my light bulb moment when I realized, hang on, I'm always the baddie. But what about you? But what about you? So I would see all the imbalances around me, but I would take it on. So now that I recognize I am responsible for nurturing myself, I am responsible for hearing myself, I am responsible for living to who I am, and I'm not responsible for you out there who does not care to see or hear me. So reflecting on these dynamics and seeking ways to restore balance, which starts with you, whether through honest conversation, setting boundaries, or finding new support networks, can help find a new sense of equilibrium and recognition. In my family, we can't even have conversations. Well, we can't have conversations on the things that matter. Silence is a conversation. But what you do in that silence, what you do with the energy in that silence, is really, really important. What you do with that energy in the silence of feeling connected, being connected, and restoring balance in your own life, it does have an effect. And silence is heard. I'll explain more of this at some other stage. Just sort of putting a little nugget in here. So I want you to honor your experience of your feelings of not being valued or heard or seen. These are important signals from your internal system. So now we're talking about your internal system. And I want you to honor this pain that you have, this discrepancy in you that you feel. Don't dismiss them. These feelings in you are crucial. And I want you to acknowledge them. I want you to understand your feelings so that you can be guided. Using your feelings, you can be guided towards actions that foster your well-being and help you find environments where you are appreciated and understood. Somewhere out there, there will be a tribe. And maybe you find your tribe here. That would be cool, isn't it? Let's become a tribe where we see each other, where we feel each other, where we understand each other, where we honor each other's experiences, no matter what they are. I want you to take ownership of creating the change you want in your life. And you can do that by understanding systemic wholeness, how it can empower you to create change, by recognizing your own value and seeking ways to address imbalances. You then can contribute to a healthier, more supportive system. So yes, don't worry about the others out there. Start with you. Create the change in you. And you will say, Sonia, how do I do that? Come and talk to me. But for now, I just want you to get the idea that it starts with you. And you are responsible for valuing you. And I want you just to say, okay, I don't know what my values are. Why am I this black sheep in this family? I don't know. But this black sheep in the family is showing up to show an imbalance in the system. And I want you just to honor yourself in being able to create a change. I want you to engage in personal development to strengthen your sense of self-worth and confidence. And we are here to help you. I use family constellations to look at where the imbalances in the family system occurred, where things at the root cause went missing, and where you on a soul level, and this is another subject, where you on a soul level have agreed to bring the value into the system by showing up as the black sheep. But you by no means have to stay the black sheep. So I want to encourage you to start doing little tiny bits. Seek opportunities where you can create change in your life. Come and talk to me. We're here to help you. So I want you to incorporate these insights in your life to help you navigate the feelings of being undervalued, unseen, and guiding you towards a path of greater self-acceptance, empowerment, and connection with a larger system that you are part of. This, in turn, links into my vision for all of us to create a greater global consciousness of greater harmony and peace here on earth. It starts with me, starts with you. It starts with each of us. So if you've liked what you've heard here, click the like. Join the tribe. How do you join the tribe? Ah, yes. You just click subscribe. So easy, just a click. It costs you nothing. And then for today, I want you to look at what is the nugget I take out of here today? What is it that I can start with? One small step, any step that you start to look at yourself and say, wow, I do have value. No matter who I am, I do have value. If that's all you take from today, I really, really thank you for that, because that's what I would like to achieve with what we've spoken about here today. I see you in the next video. Have an awesome, fun day.